Hey guys, this is E10 Sun from SunBros. Today I'm really excited to be bringing you guys this brand new video. But before we get started with that, I want to make sure I remind you guys on how to get entered in for a chance to win our guaranteed skin giveaways that we do every Sunday night during our 1-hour question and answer live stream. All you gotta do is make sure you're subscribed to the channel, give the video a thumbs up, and comment below with your in-game name and which skin you'd like to receive on either the NA or EU servers under 700 vouchers. And remember, the more videos that you do this with that are uploaded each week, the higher chance you have to win. Alright guys, let's go ahead and get started with this how to build video on our new support tank, Xeniel. Alright, and as always, we're going to be starting on the hero page to check out a little bit about who Xeniel is and what makes him, the tank and support that he is in this game, so we can best figure out how to build him and accentuate and really make those strengths stand out while masking those weaknesses as best as we can. Xeniel's passive is Holy Brand. Every third normal attack, Xeniel deals a percentage of his own maximum HP as magical damage. That goes from 4 to 8% based on levels, so that's pretty cool. And then we've got his first ability, Divine Protection. Cooldown starts at 10 and it stays at 10. Xeniel forms an enveloping barrier that absorbs damage based on magic scaling as well as scaling of 4% of his own maximum HP. That goes. Okay, so we'll go over that later. So Xeniel then can detonate the barrier after 2.5 seconds by pressing the ability button again, dealing damage based on magic scaling as well as the percent health of his maximum HP. So health is a really important factor, as we've seen on the first two abilities. And it damages enemies nearby and reduces their movement speed for 1 second. If the barrier is destroyed by an enemy, then no damage nor movement impairing effects will be dealt. So as you guys can see, the cooldown stays at 10 seconds on this one. Now the damage based on the percent health goes from 4 at level 1 to 9 at level 6. So it's good to know. And then we've got his second ability, Malleus. Xeniel leaps towards the target area, dealing magic damage to surrounding enemies, as well as stunning them for 1.25 seconds. Cooldown starts at 10, goes to 7 at level 6, so it's good to know. And then last but not least, the ultimate Angelic Splendor. 70-second cooldown to start off, goes down to 50 at level 3. Xeniel selects an ally hero to bless with 40% damage reduction for 3 seconds as he soars into the air towards the ally hero's location at the time of casting. After 2.2 seconds, Xeniel crashes down the target area, dealing magic damage to nearby enemies while also healing the ally hero for 15% of their maximum HP and increasing Xeniel's movement speed by 40% for 3 seconds. Okay, so we have two of his main abilities are scaling via his maximum HP, so that's one thing we're going to be focused on, as well as just realizing that his job is best played as his job in his role is really best played as a support tank. So let's go to the equipment page and we are going to get started with this. And the first item that we are going to buy is going to be pretty simple, and this is pretty much across the board on everyone. Now we are playing him as a support, not a jungler, but Leviathan is still the best option here. You get solid armor, you get solid HP to start off the game at a low price of $17.50, which is what Leviathan costs. So you'll be able to get some tankiness right off the bat at a pretty low price, and then you can stack it using the passive Wild, which gives you 70 HP every time you kill a jungle monster, stacking up to 15 times, giving him this item a total of 1850 HP. So pretty solid there on that. So Leviathan is gonna be our first pick so that we can best start increasing his health. The 1850 health on Leviathan is the second highest in the game, to, of course, Amulet of Longevity. Actually, it's more than Amulet of Longevity. It's the #1 health item in the game. That's right. Okay, so then we're going to be going to boots, and we're going to be gilding Gilded Greaves. Now, Gilded Greaves are for a pretty simple purpose. Xeniel actually does have a weakness to be able to get kited and to get crowd controlled. So we're going to reduce that crowd control by 35% using the passive resistance. So if you get stunned, slowed, knocked it back, knock up, frozen, whatever happens to you, for a second, it will last 0.65 seconds instead, thanks to the passive resistance on these Gilded Greaves boots. You also do get magic defense. So now we have 120 armor from Leviathan and 110 magic defense from the Gilded Greaves. Next, we're going to be going back to the defense section, or our first stop in the defense section, rather. And we're going to be getting an item that's very important to his kit, and that is Frost Cape. Frost Cape gives us 10% cooldown reduction, which of course is always going to be good on a support type hero such as Xeniel. we're going to get 250 armor, putting us at a total of 370 armor now. We're going to get 800 max HP, which isn't a ton, but it's enough to make a difference. Now that puts us at 2650 on the HP, and we're going to get the ridiculous passive. That's going to be really good on him. Elemental Power. After using an ability, the next normal attack reduces movement speed by 30% and deals physical damage to an area. So you hit somebody with an auto attack, and you're going to be dealing damage to that person, and you're going to be slowing them down. And that's one of the keys. I mean, Xeniel doesn't have a ton of crowd control, so this is a big help to him to be able to do more slows, more overall crowd control to enemies, and be able to stick in their faces. So now, not only do you have the slow from Frostgate, but we didn't mention this with Leviathan. Leviathan's burn with the magic damage burn on the passive flame magic deals 90 damage plus 5 per level of magic damage to nearby enemies every second, and it deals double damage to minions and monsters. So it's going to help him be able to clear waves faster, but also deal damage just by sticking near enemies, which is part of his main jobs anyways as a support tank. Next, we're going to be going right back to the defense section, and we're looking at another tank item. This one's going to be Medallion of Troy. And the reason we're going for Medallion of Troy is for a couple of reasons. Number one, we want some more cooldown reduction. This puts us at 20%. We're getting 360 magic defense, which puts us at 470 on the magic defense list. And we get 1000 HP, which puts us at 3650. Additionally, we gain a shield that absorbs damage, 300 plus 50 per level. Every 18 seconds, we're going to get the shield. It absorbs magic damage. So it's going to be really good against any magic damage dealing assassins or anyone that will try to burst him down. But now we're becoming a really well-rounded tank at this point. We have a solid amount of armor with the 370 here. We have 470 magic defense, and we have 3650 on our health. So we're really even keeled across the board. And the next item is really exciting to me because I think it really puts Xeniel at an over-the-top unkillable level. And that's Shield of Loss. Now, one of the things that we consider doing here at the spots that we just took on Medallion of Troy and Shield of Loss is to have taken the Gaia Standard Crimson Banner combo. I've tried that out, and I didn't find it to be as useful on him as I thought it would be. It doesn't really make him a ton more tanky. I think it actually makes him less tanky, and the health regeneration isn't nearly as potent as I thought it would be. So we're going with Shield of Loss, which gets 360 armor and 1200 max HP, which is obviously two of the main stats that we want on him now. So 360 armor puts us at a total of, let's see, 120, so 370, that's 460, or 560 rather. We're at 560 armor now, and then we have 1200 more HP, putting us at 4850 on our health, and it's really solid. Again, overall tankiness. The passive Spirit Bond is awesome. Reduces the attack speed of nearby enemies by 30%. So again, a very supportive thing. We're going to be debuffing the enemy, and when you reduce the attack speed of nearby enemies, that affects generally attack damage heroes more than anyone else. But we also have our shield from Medallion of Troy now, so we've got two major things to help us stay alive versus both types of damage dealers. And at this point in the game, we're a very, very tanky guy with Xeniel, and we're really, really difficult to kill. Now, the sixth item just puts us over the top 100%, and that is going to be the item we talked about earlier, Amulet of Longevity. And this one's going to give us 1700 more max HP, which is going to put us at 6550, which is one of the highest HP amounts that you can really get to with a real true build. But we're also going to get the unique passive Longevity, which is going to increase the maximum HP by 10%. So you add on another, 650, 660 to that, and we're talking about over 7,000 health extra from this build on Xeniel. We also get some HP for 5 seconds, and then you increase healing taken by 20%, which really doesn't apply unless you have Pure in your team, but you likely don't, as Xeniel is likely your support. This is a build, though, that is going to make him a tanking fiend. He's going to be impossible to kill, give him a ton of everything that he really, really, truly needs, and it's going to give him some damage because, as we talked about when we were discussing him, his passive is based on his maximum HP, and his first abilities, damage and shield, is based off of his maximum HP. So now Xeniel has a ton of maximum HP, some of the most we've ever built on any hero, in order to maximize on those two awesome abilities. And we do have 20% cooldown reduction, which isn't obviously the max at 40, but Xeniel is a guy I would suggest getting some cooldown Arcana on, and we will talk about that in a second. And this is one build. This is the only build we're really going to show you today. We also, I said we did consider switching out Medallion of Troy and Shield of the Lost for Gaia Standard and Crimson Banner combo, but we did not find it to be as tanky, so we're going to go ahead and stick to this as the build for Xeniel. And let's go ahead and move on to Arcana, as we always do these days. We're going to be going to Arcana, so let's go ahead and talk about red first. We're going to be looking at new Arcana. For Arcana, we're going to be looking at Indomitable to start. So that is attack speed, which is going to be helpful a little bit. 10% attack speed is going to be nice. It does help us proc our passive more frequently, because it's on every third auto attack. You're obviously going to get health and armor, which is what we're really looking for to be tanky with him. Then we're going to go to the purples, and we're going to go ahead and buy Colossus. We're going to get 75 extra max HP, which gives us 750 total. We already are getting 337 HP from Indomitable. So now between both of those, we are going to cap out over 1,000 extra health, which puts us at over 8,000 health with our build in Arcana, which is just absolutely insane. And then we're going to go to the greens, and we're going to be getting, this isn't even really a hard one, we're going to be getting Valiance, which gives us max HP of 37.5, which adds up to a total of 375. So now we're talking about getting real close to 1,500 extra health. I mean, we're knocking on the door of 9,000 extra health, but we're fairly close to that right now. So that is ridiculous, and we're going to get 6% cooldown speed, which is going to give us a cooldown reduction of 26% between the Arcana and the build. And then, of course, we go to talents, and we say, what talent? You got to go punish, because you are taking the jungle item Leviathan. There's no other talent to go. Leviathan is pretty key to his kit. So now you're going to be dealing, so all this, to kind of recap it for you, we'll go back to Xeniel, and the kind of the point of this build is to make you just an unkillable tank monster, right? You're going to be an absolute monstrosity to kill as Xeniel tank. And the second part of it is we got enough health now. I mean, we got a substantial amount of health in this build. Enough to make it so where his first ability and his passive really do some decent damage. And you can add on that the Leviathan passive, which deals magic damage nearby. So just by staying near people and kind of hitting on them and using your first ability, you're going to be dealing so much damage that it's going to surprise you. Xeniel is a pretty decent damage support. But I think this is the build that's going to take you guys' gameplay over the top. Wildly tanky, super successful, and I'm really excited to see your guys' feedback on this one, because I put a lot of work into it. But thanks for watching, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the Xeniel how to build video. Keep in mind that today we're also going to be having the Murad hero quick look video, as well as tomorrow the Murad how to build video. So keep an eye out for those, so you guys can stay as informed about the new heroes coming out as possible here at the SunBros channel. Thanks for watching, guys, and as always, till next time.